So let's talk Nars Narsissist, the 15 shade eyeshadow palette that just came out, and then the little blush kit that is available at Sephora, or at least I got it at Sephora, and it comes with a blush brush. I did do a look with the eyeshadow palette, so if you want to see the look that's on my eyes right now, and also how these demonstrated for the first time, because I did just use it, so it's going to be like a first impressions video. You can hang tight towards the end of the video for that. And then too, what's on my face is the cheek palette. So let's jump into this eyeshadow palette here. The box looks like this. It's the Nars Narsissist, and according to some of the things that I read on blogs and stuff, this is Nars's new thing, I guess, so I'm assuming they're going to be coming out with more stuff like this. And then also, the official release date of this palette is supposed to be February 1st. I know it's not on Nars.com right now, and it was taken off Nordstrom's, or maybe they sold out of it, I don't know, but I'm assuming it's coming back. Anyway, this is what the palette looks like. Good old traditional Nars packaging with the assist on there. And then there's 15 shades in here. On the back of the box, it does state the shades, like for ingredients purposes, but it doesn't really specifically say which ones are which in here, which isn't very helpful. But I did dig through my little duo collection and stuff like that and tried to find shades that I pulled up on blogs that are supposedly in here, so I can try to do a comparison. Makeup MLC did a good review of this palette too, and did some comparisons because she has quite a few of the singles, I believe, and I just kind of have duos mostly. So let's jump into this. These are the shades right here. There's 15 of them, mixed matte satin shimmers. But let me read the shades on the back of the box that it says are in the palette, in case you want to check your own collection. It's got All About Eve 1, which would be a duo, Ashes to Ashes, Fez, Bad Behavior, Bali, Bruce 2, which is a duo, Coconut Grove, Dagon 2, which is also a duo, Madrag 1 and 2, which is a duo, Bellissimo 1, another duo, Mekong, Laja, Pandora 2, which is a duo, and Nepal. I used these two shades right here, attempted to use them as highlighters. Subtle. This here was, I picked up a load of product, man, and there's like, the base pigmentation, there's like none. But the sparkles transferred to the eyes. And normally you have problems getting sparkle to transfer, but you get the pigment. So I don't know, that's a little odd. There is a shade in the And God Created Woman palette, which is available at Sephora. Right, it's this lightest highlight shade here that is very similar to this highlight shade right here. And personally, I don't think either one of them, well, the one in the God Created Woman, I guess, has a little bit better pigmentation. And then this shade right here is the one I believe to be Coconut Grove. It's described as a deep taupe brown infused with gold. And then that same shade is in the God Created Woman palette, and it's this one right here. So I'm going to swatch these two for you guys because they don't look anything alike. I think that the quality of each shade the texture and pigmentation is quite similar, but the color is totally different. So here is the one that's in the God Created Woman palette, and here's the one that's in the Nars Narsissist palette. So way off. This is the God Created Woman, this is the Nars Narsissist. And then the deep purple shade from the duo and the palette are fairly similar, but they too are also not the same. Here is the Narsissist palette, and here is the Bruce duo. So it appears to have more purple in it in the Bruce duo as opposed to the Nars Narsissist palette. So the texture, it was easier for me to pick up more product in the duo than it was in the Narsissist palette. So I guess the moral of the story, or what I guess the conclusion that I've come to, is from what I have, or what I've found, and what I've seen on Michelle's video, is the colors are definitely not the same in this here palette as opposed to duos and singles. Now I do know that Nars eyeshadows, whether they're duos or singles, there are hit and miss shades in the whole line. I have some duos that are not good. So I guess, and the upside, this is me thinking positively, of course, if you have some of the duos or some of the shades that are supposedly in here, when you get the palette, they're not going to be the same. Now I was able to create a look with this palette, and it was a little something to be desired at first, and I had to work with it a bit, but I think that the shades are different, so you're gonna get something different. I'm going to go ahead and swatch these up close for you guys, and hopefully you guys can see what they look like a little better. So here's my attempt to swatch. And then this is my dry skin. I do want to say I've got Pandora in another Nars deal, and that black, and I've also swatched the duo, the Pandora duo. It comes with a white too, and that black is definitely not on point with the shadow, because Pandora is ultra super black. So they're following the same pattern there. As you can see towards the bottom, these 3 shades here, you can't even see them. Granted, they are light shades on my skin, but like me looking at it, they're faint as all get out, like really faint. As the shades get lighter, I think that the the quality gets a little bit poorer. And then the top 6 shades they're darker, and yeah, they do have a tone difference to them, but it's not that big of a difference. Like your blue does, the blue one, which would be this one right here, let's see here, this shade right here, which is right here, it just looks like a gray. It doesn't it doesn't transfer, you know. The purple from my Brusade duo is more purple than the one in the palette. So there's that. These are really something to be desired for me. I mean, I did make it work, but I would have liked a little bit more pop on the lid, a little more highlight on the brow, and these just didn't do it for me. So I would have to incorporate maybe a little highlighter palette or a highlighter single or something, and then I could make it work a little better. These shades here, they're kind of bland, and they are all, even though a different tone, kind of similar, if that makes any sense. I don't hate the palette, but I don't love it either. I'll keep it because we all know how I am about palettes. But I do think that I think you might be better off going with some of the duos or singles. Granted, you can swatch them. I would, you know, I'm far from a Nars counter of any sort or Nars display, but if you could, I would go and swatch them and check them out that way. It's a workable palette for me if I incorporate a better highlighter. Some of the shades were powdery. I didn't have very much fall down at all with the deeper shades that I used, which that's good. But for 79 bucks, man, I don't know. You could go buy a Tom Ford quad. I'm definitely gonna have to play with it more, because today it is a first impression. It's the first time I use the shadows, and I can tell you right off the bat that highlighter shades aren't on point for me, but the rest of the palette is workable. And yeah, you can kind of look at it like, if you do have shades that are supposed to be in this palette, you know, you're gonna get the palette and they're gonna be different slightly. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing, I guess, depending on how you look at it. Now I'm going to show you guys the little blush kit that I got, our little face seal. And this is called the Nars, or the Narsissist cheek kit, and I got this off of Sephora.com, and it comes with a blush brush. It's a Nars, I think it's got a number. Let me see here. The Nars blush brush number 20. It's got a little red bottom on there, and it says Nars. This is actually not bad. It's not the softest brush in the world, but it is a real hair brush. But it's not completely worthless. I did use it to put on my highlight and my blush out of this palette. Now the palette here has got good old Nars Orgasm and Laguna, which I do have. I do have all 3 of these products on my cheek. And then this highlighter it's awesome. I really like it. It's light. It stays true to the lightness in the pan. It's not too pink. It's not too gold. It's really nice. I wouldn't mind at all if they came out with this in a full size, because I'd be all over it. That's what the highlight looks like, and it's really gorgeous. Ugh. Looks like that, or like that. So I really do like this little kit. If you don't have any like Nars Laguna or Orgasm or anything like that, and you've always wanted to try, I think this would be a good little set to get. I want to say it was $45 or something. I could be wrong. I'll list it right here. And then the palette was $79. So that's what that looks like again. And it's pretty little, so super awesomely travel friendly. So there are my thoughts on the new Narsissist 15 shade palette, and also the little cheek palette, which I do quite like. It'll be great for traveling, stuff like that. Nars Narsissist, still first impression, a little on the fence, a little iffy. do need to play with it more. Big thumbs down on the highlight shades. So if you're interested in the look that I have on right now, and you can really see, you know, my initial first reactions on how they apply and how they work and stuff, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. I already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. So now I'm going to go into this shade right here, this one, on a Goss number 6 brush, and I'm just going to pick that up and put it all over my lid. And it looks like nothing. Oh my dear. I don't know about this shade. That'll look like nothing on. I'm gonna try this shade right here. And I'm just gonna go over that and see if I can't get a little bit more color. And that shade just kind of looks like my skin tone. I would have liked a little bit brighter color on my lid. Neither of these perform that. This one might if I would have put this one down first, but I'm going to go in with this same shade and I'm going to work that underneath my brow and see, since it's a little bit, well, it's like the prettiest highlight shade to me. So I'm going to try under there and see if it, I don't know, works a little better. I'm going to pick up a whole bunch of it. It's kind of powdery too. There, you can see it a little bit better, I think, maybe up there. It's got some gold flakes in it. Oh, no, it's kind of a fail, man. That shade is a fail. It's a fail. Oh my gosh. It'll come together, I think. Maybe, in the end. Kind of looks like I didn't put any eyeshadow on. I'm going to go for a deeper shade and hopefully it'll look like I put some eyeshadow on. I'm going to let's pick up this purple one right here on a Goss number 5 brush. I'll load up some of this on here. Tap off the excess and I'm going to go right into the crease with it. Alright, I can see eyeshadow. We're just going to create that little shape right there. And then I'm going to take my little detailer brush. It's a number 8 by Mr. Ross. Pick up that same purple shade there, tap off the excess, and sharpen up the outer part. And then I'm going to go back in with the little number 5 brush and just blend this. Now I'm going to go in with a Goss 4 brush and I think I'm going to pick up, I'm going to go in with this shade right here on this brush and pick some of that up. Tap it off. I'm going to go right in front of that purple. Blend it up to the base or the start of my brow up there. And then I'm going to bring it across this purple line here. Okay. Okay, that color didn't blend out the purple very well, so I'm going to go in with my number 5 brush and I'm going to just blend. There's still a little bit of product on here. I didn't pick up any more, but I'm going to blend that deeper purple a little bit higher. And into that other shade, and it should smoke out a little bit. There, it's blending out a little bit. I don't know, man. On this little Goss brush, I'm going to pick up a lot of this shade again and try this a bit more. Because it's like the, I don't know, the closest shade to transition, that purple. There, that is a little, okay, that works a little better. Okay, that's a little better. And now I'm going to go in with the 4 brush and just blend this a little here. Okay, I'm sort of happy. So there's the eyeshadow done. I'm going to go ahead and put my brows on and finish up the rest of my eye makeup, and I'll be right back. So there's the eyes done. Let's put on some lips now. I'm going to go in with this Chanel lip pencil in the color Sonic Pink. And I'm just going to outline my lips and then kind of bring it in a little bit. There's massive noise going on outside. I don't know if people are cleaning snow. My brother's trying to prep his snowmobile for mountains this weekend. Like, just ignore that. I'm just going to go ahead and line these though. Now I'm going to go in with the Nars Satin Lip Pencil in Villa Lante, and this is from the Final Cut collection, and I'm just going to fill in my lips. I got like all kinds of color schemes on my face right now. Blue eyeliner, crazy smoky purple shadow, Nars Orgasm blush. So here's the overall finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful with, you know, the Nars Narsissist stuff. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.